welcome back. We were still talking about parenting and Nidi's support system. It's very interesting. During the break, you mentioned that you get to talk a lot to your daughter, talking to her about what is out there, the relationships with people, how vulnerable she can be, and all these different things. We've had quite a lot of molestations happening, yes, sexual molestations on children because their parents are very busy and they're never around. And you don't use maids, you don't have a nanny, so you're doing it all yourself, okay? So this is very different, and this is very important, especially as women in business, to be able to know that you must make time to talk to your children. You must make time. You cannot delegate that role. You can't. So have you had times where you wish maybe you had extra support? At home,
We are
especially.
family of three, me, my husband and a daughter.
Yes.
Our life is incomplete if one is not there, okay?
Yes.
We all are support for each other.
Oh, yeah.
We all are support. My husband also supports me. By the way, my daughter also is a great support for me. When I feel sick, she sits beside me and she say, okay, your head is paining, let me give you a massage.
Yes,
So it is,
yes.
she's having that much of understanding. So see, whoever nannies and all are okay. In Uganda, I have seen
Many families.
many nannies are there. Some are reliable, some are not reliable. I have seen lots of videos.
Yeah.
But it's okay. We should have our kids, children trained in a way they should know that these nannies are okay or not. At least once in 24 hours as a parent, we should give some time to our daughter or a son to express what happened in the whole day, what she has studied, what he has studied, how was the day, what happened to her, something nice happened to her, something bad happened to her, just for 10 minutes, and they will be very friendly to you and they will not
Yes.
hide anything from you. They,
It's very true. I've always thought, it's so funny. I've always thought to myself and thought that, because I've seen very many Indian families, yes, the men seem to always be the faces of the business. The women seem to take the back. I know they are the women in charge, but they normally take care of the family behind, and they don't normally get into the business space. But with you, it's different, okay? It's you with you, it's different because you are within the business space as well. Does that bring? And I know you do have a very strong Indian network within a very strong association you
yes.
do keep in. So yours is different. You're out there, you're working, and you have a very supportive spouse as well. I wonder how do you juggle? How do you juggle?
See, I took birth in a middle class family.
Ah,
I,
yes.
I have mother,
Yeah.
father
Yeah.
with 3 siblings. The only asset we had is education. Our parents were telling that if you will learn nicely, you will achieve everything.
Yes.
You have a sharp mind, you learn
And,
nicely.
and Indian parents are very strict
Yes,
on education.
and they used to say, see, we don't have anything to give you, but it's only education which I can give you.
Yes.
And luckily, they supported us too much. I left my place for my further studies. I think I had my college, which was at a distance of 20, which take times of 22 or 24 hours to reach from my hometown by train. So they allowed me to go there.
That was every day?
It's not every day. There
Oh,
was a hostel. There
oh,
was a
yes,
hostel
yes,
within
yes.
the university. By the way, my university was the top most university. It's called Jawaharlal Nehru University. Most of the foreigners come there to study, to do their to do their further education, high level education. So by the way, my university was that. And later after getting the degrees, okay, I got married. That time also God was there for me.
What, was it an arranged marriage?
Yes, it was an arranged marriage, but
It was?
yes.
Are you sure?
Yes, but we both were working in the same city. Okay, but it was an arranged marriage with, and both our parents accepted us.
This is real. Because we watch quite a lot of movies, right? Indian movies, and we get to see this and see that. So it's I'm talking to someone who has actually gone through it. But you coordinate very well with Mr.
And we
Ritesh.
never thought before marriage also that, okay, there is something like marriage. We always thought there is something like career. If I have a good career, if I
Yes.
have good education, obviously my life partner will be a good person.
Ah. So even the women, especially considering that you grew up in a middle class family, it's all about education and your next career.
Yes.
Then the man will find you
Yes,
established.
correct.
Ah.
Uh, uh,
Which is different. First wait, first wait. I like to talk about these things because it's beginning to catch on with the modern woman in the African setting, yes, but it still hinged so much on you must get married and have those babies, take care of your family, and if you've already had a career or anything, it one of you must give up. One you must, as the woman, as the man takes on. So it's very interesting that with the middle class in India, it's more about career and education, career, and then the marriage comes in later.
yes, it's very true. For Indian culture, at least with our generation, okay, with our generation, it's about your education, your career, and then marriage. Okay, and luckily when I got married, my in-laws are also teachers. They
Ah,
worked for 60 years.
yes.
At the age of 60, they retired. Our grandparents were also teachers.
Okay.
Okay, so I was in a family of
Of teachers.
teachers.
Ah.
And
But your background was finance.
yes,
Was finance.
finance, and I was doing the trainings also there, as being reliable and very educative staff. They were always choosing me for these trainings, financial trainings. I was going for the trainings. Uh, so it was like that. My family never restricted me to do the work. They always told me that, okay, in case you have the baby, I will support you. My parents were there. I sent my daughter to daycare, crèche, when she was 2 months old, and I resumed my work. Yes. Before birth, I was thinking, oh, it's okay to leave her in the crèche and I will go for work. But as a mother, post delivery, it was very difficult leaving her at the age of 2 months in a daycare
I know.
when she was not able to sit, when she was not able to take her bottle to drink
I
milk. It
know.
was very difficult. But yes, God is there.
Were you expressing milk at that particular time?
Yes,
You were.
yes.
Oh, but still with bottled milk as well.
Bottle, you
Different.
can store it, you can give it. It was like that.
But it's so interesting because it's important for women to understand that when you're a woman in business, there are sacrifices that must be made. Okay? Those and sometimes you're not comfortable with sending your 2 month old child to crash, but you have to because you have to continue
You have to
working.
continue. Um, but my parents were very supportive. My parents, my in-laws, my husband, they are very supportive. Still, they are very supportive.
Yeah, yeah.
They understand that as a lady, I also wake up early. I go
Yes.
for work.
Yes.
Later in the evening, I come back. I work.
Yes.
So at least they also have same thinking, how they feel that when they go out, they also get tired. They also have lots of things coming inside. So
So it's easy for them to support
to
you.
support you.
But what are those challenges apart from, of course, the fact that you such the small things you've been telling me about leaving the 2 month old baby at creche, coming back from work, you have to go very early to work, and then you come back, and then get into the household chores and things like that. What are those particular challenges in the education industry that you're in that you believe as a woman? If I wasn't a woman, maybe this particular challenge wouldn't be there. But because I am a woman, I have to struggle with this challenge. Are there particular challenges like that?
No, I can stop you on that comment
Yeah.
because I can't say that male members of the family are not having the stress like the women have. We tell that girls and boys should work beside each other. So now the time is like that. both are equal, both
Yeah.
have different type of stress, different type of work environment. So we can't say that they are not going with the
With the
stress,
same
same
challenges.
challenges, same stress. It's only about the compatibility. We all have to work together, whether it's office environment, whether it's a home environment. We should support each other for a better future of the country, of the home, of
Yeah.
our own people.
Yeah. So it's actually when it comes to challenges maybe faced by the woman, to you, your main insistence is that it's all about compatibility, because every person has their own challenge. That's a different perspective to challenges being faced by both, because you're saying both genders basically face the same challenges and all have to just deal with it and support one another, right?
Yes.
Talk to us about the opportunities that you see ahead.
Okay, so
There must be
the
so many opportunities
yes.
right now, not only just with Dream Africa schools, but we're also talking about your growth as a woman. What opportunities are you looking at there that you wish other women would be willing to come in and, zap it, but they're a little bit caged back? What are
See,
opportunities?
Africa, especially Uganda, educational space, I will give you a detail, is still green. Okay, there are lots of potentials here. As a Dream Africa school, firstly, I will say that we have lots of incoming projects, you can say, where we want to work on virtual reality, artificial intelligence, and edtech. Uh, Last term, we have done some pilot classes. Okay,
Pilot classes in what?
it's edtech,
Okay.
where the teachers from different parts of the world are giving lessons to our kids.
Ah.
Okay, so it's again through the use of our technologies. Okay, but this time we want to work fully fledged in that place where we have artificial intelligence, coding, edtech. So all we want to work on those things. Okay, we don't want to lag behind. Together with that, we want to work on e-books. Yes. So for e-books for this market is very fresh. We want to provide e-books to our students.
That would mean that every child is supposed to have accessibility, maybe to a tablet or something like
Yes.
that, or a laptop.
But what I feel, most of the kids are having the access to the mobiles.
To the mobiles
Right.
as well.
So we want to provide these e-books on the affordable cost so that it can be reached to maximum population. They don't have to go to buy the book. Sometimes these books you can't find it in the stores. But if there is one book, it can be accessed by the multiple people.
Yeah,
Right?
yeah.
So we want to see how we can implement these e-books in Uganda especially, and let's hope for the best.
Ugandan children are still feelers, sensory. Yes, they are still feelers. They want to touch, and then they want to touch, and then they have a look at it. Then they share their friend. Then maybe if there's shedding, it's still big. I know that ebooks are still they're being embraced as well, not only just all over the world, but also in Uganda. But I'm also talking about the child that you appeal to as well, the child that you handle. They're still very sensory, and parents don't want to share their phones as often as you think they want to. Yes, it may have happened because there was online studies, but what about if a child is saying, now I want to read my book, oh yes, and also do a little bit of doodling? Do you think the parents will quickly embrace that?
See, nowadays the technology is very fast, okay? So in case we have something like Kindle, okay? It's just for reading purpose, okay? So I can't tell that all the parents can afford Kindle, right? But yes, there will be the use of Kindle for these e-books, or we can look for some other versions like that, which can be accessed by our a number of
by your
students.
students?
Yes. So we still keep on checking, we keep on exploring these opportunities. So once we have something very nice for our own population, we will introduce it. And yes, these are the opportunities in the coming time.
It's so funny. I don't mean that in a bad way, right? You are a director for Dream Africa Schools. You are very active in its running. Every single opportunity that is there, you get to sit down with all the other, stakeholders and get to talk about it and also plan, right? What would you do different? What do you think you would do different or you would want different for the woman to actually thrive in Uganda? What do you think would be different? Because you're empowered, you're in the thick of things, you know everything that happens. Sometimes I wonder, do you struggle to get your voice heard, or it is accepted? What would you be, not only just for your situation, but for every other woman within business? What would you want changed?
One thing all women should understand, that we have to be agile. See,
Into
for
that
every
camera.
woman,
Yes.
every woman, I have one thing to say. All women should be agile, should be alert, and should be responsive. These are the true points which will lead to your success. Don't feel shy. Don't feel underestimated. A woman can keep a child 9 months in the womb, and she is strong enough to do the work which is assigned to her or which is coming in the path. So don't underestimate, always be positive, give your best. See, without effort, without any effort, success will not come to you. You have to put your hands in dirt to be successful. So never say that, oh, my hands will become dirty, I will not touch this thing. No. You have to give. You have to give your best to be a successful person. And success comes to whom? Who try to get it. Without any effort, we will not get. So let's unite together. Let's focus on the work we are doing, and surely we will get the success.
No excuses.
No excuses.
No excuses. Just shine. And I've noticed from this conversation, yes, that you don't take any excuses for being woman, because some of the women that we've seen, not even just only within the street and everywhere, women that we come to, they find themselves in such a bind. Okay. Society wants them to do this, be the perfect mother, have the perfect children, do this. Business is calling them, be the perfect businesswoman, thrive because you're working with men and things like that. So sometimes they struggle. They really honestly struggle, especially within our traditional system here. But from your take, as you're coming in, you're saying each gender has its challenges, every person is compatible, support one another, right? What about if your spouse doesn't want to support you? What advice would you give? If your spouse doesn't want to support you, you're together, your spouse says, take the back seat, okay? I'm the man, I'm supposed to be in front, okay? How is your voice going to be heard?
See, smart person is that who takes the work genuinely. The same is for the woman. Our parents have spent same amount of money to educate us. So it's not about fighting. It's not about making loud voices. It's your work which will speak.
Show.
Which will speak.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yes.
There can be a differences of opinion between your spouse and you, but there should not be difference of
Accessibility. Yes, the access.
So never feel bad for that. As a lady, you are an educated person. Come in front. Give your best. Don't step behind that. I'm a lady. I have seen some ladies where if you will ask something, even if they are very nice, they know everything, they will murmur. They will not.
Yes,
They will
because
not
they don't have the confidence.
They don't have the confidence. They will not. They will feel that, oh, if I will be little loud, maybe I am wrong. No. There is no way. If you know, people will tell you are not correct. Okay. At least express yourself, but not by fighting.
But when the woman expresses herself, they say she's difficult. She's very assertive, because you see in our society, right? it's a stereotype. It's a way gendered. The woman is supposed to be, you know, calm, soft spoken, these sorts of things. Okay, now the woman in business is trying to juggle the expectations of society, which is changing, by the way, and how she must be able to run her business and her personal life. Okay, so in most cases, she must be able to deal. You're saying, don't keep quiet, be assertive, and the woman out there is saying now, it depends on the situation. And some of them will tell you, it depends on the situation. Because if I am loud and assertive in one situation, my clients will go, they will run. And if I am quiet and submissive in another situation, they will take me to be too soft. So she has to see where to bring in according to the society that she's in. Yes? Does that work for you as well?
I feel it's very true. You should not be very loud or very calm. There is a midway also.
Yeah.
Okay. And see, don't allow any third person to judge you. You are the better person. I always feel as teamwork is good, but individual contribution is also very nice to go ahead.
Yeah.
You think about yourself. You can do it. You can do it. You have the power. You have the energy. You have the education. You know everything. Don't underestimate. You can do wherever you need help from your fellow persons. You can come and you can ask for the help. Balance. There is no need to feel shy. When I don't know anything, I don't feel shy. I don't hide that I don't know. I always have that eagerness to learn. So, and learning should never end. You should be always ready to learn the things. So that is the keynote to success. Don't feel shy, always be ready to learn the other thing from, something good from the other person. This will lead you to success.
Nidhi, I'm just so delighted. So delighted that we got to have you, full of passion, full of confidence, but you're also able to inspire other women to say, you know what, I had to leave my 2-month baby, okay, to be able to go back to work. So don't let anyone condemn you for the choices you have to make. Do your best, remain confident, because an investment was made in you for the education. Feel confident, but also relate to the other gender, have their support. I wish you would talk to the woman right now looking at you, and probably the other genders that are also looking at you, and tell them what it takes to be you. Just in a very brief message. Just talk to them and inspire them.
See, I'm always there for the women.
Yes.
Okay. I believe in women empowerment in either way. Even in my schools, we always give leads to our women employees. We always tell them, come, talk, and implement. Don't be judgmental on certain things. Be ready to face the challenges. Don't hide yourself behind the curtains. It's the time to come out. Leave those bars and express yourself. We have seen Uganda with women contributors, and in the future, your kid will be happy to see you, how you are going to contribute in a positive way. Thank you.
So on that note, with Nidhi Shrey, Director of Dream Africa Schools, I think you've learned something. Continue to learn. You just mentioned it. Continue to learn. Be confident. Don't hide behind the curtains. Just be yourself. Learn, talk, implement. Until next time, this is Women in Business. I'm Doreen Kemchisha. Have a blessed day.